Free your mind, free your hands, free your worries about driving, and let the software do it all for you. Hey, George Jetson lives. Not really. And the folks at Tesla are now finding out the hard way. Pedal to that metal. Let's welcome back the nationally syndicated master of absolutely everything automotive. Here's the car coach, Lauren Fix. This is it, Lauren. Tesla's got about a week. They roll out their autopilot software, and YouTube is now just being taken over by videos from people who are showing that it's failing. We're showing one right now where the car veers into traffic on the other side, and then we also have one where it almost jumps the curb going off on an exit. We're a long way from getting this right, aren't we?
Oh, we are way a long way. And remember, these are semi-autonomous cars. Since then, I've had every news network under the sun contacting me to discuss this. And thank God I get to spend the bulk of my time with you. But here's the interesting thing. First off, Mercedes has been doing semi-autonomous cars for a very long time. Audi has actually been producing, but not selling, full autonomous cars. Last year at the Consumer Electronics Show, they brought vehicles with drivers, hands-free, from Palo Alto all the way to Las Vegas. They had to stop at the border and change license plates because of the different rules. But the fact is, it's functioning. Today in Sweden, Volvo is testing autonomous cars and have been for 2 years. The deal is a couple of things. One, there has to be lines on the road. Number one. Number two, they require also some sort of setting within the roadway, and that's expensive. Again, we're talking about infrastructure. So before you think the world's going to be autonomous cars, and I've been having a huge dispute with a senior news director who you and I both know in New York, saying the world's going to be autonomous cars in 10 years. And I said, you will have to pry the keys out of my cold, dead hands, because the fact is, I don't want the car driving me. I want to drive cars.
Thank you. You and I are the old school on that. We like the cars. We like to drive the cars. And by the way, tell this person, too, that 30 years ago, we thought there would be hoverboards, just in case he's wondering, all right?
Yes, yeah, back to the future theme from this week. But the other part that's very interesting for people think autonomous cars are the wave of the future, it's not just infrastructure. You're going to have government regulation. You're going to have severe hacking issues, because right now an autonomous car, if you take those little laser light pointers that the airplanes hate and you point it at one of those autonomous cars, do you know what it does? It redirects the car. Because so they're going to have people doing stupid stuff like that. Okay, yeah, you're going to slap their wrist or throw them in jail and threaten all that. But the fact is, we are not there yet. And people that own, think of this from a financial standpoint, people own billions of dollars in collector cars. I own a lot of money in collector cars. You're going to tell these people that you can't drive these cars on the road because if it's not an autonomous car, we can't use it? This is the conversations I'm having with people online. It's not going to happen. This is not a horse and buggy thing, just like the electric car. Oh, we're all going to have electric cars. Really? How many volts did they sell last year? How about sales are down 23% on the Nissan Leaf? Why? People that have them don't want them. And people that have Teslas, the people that are buying them are people that flew their private planes into the airport to watch the Model X launch. I have friends that were there who took pictures and sent them to me. People with huge carbon footprints are buying these vehicles. It's a fashion statement.
Look, I'm telling you, it's just this simple, Lauren. When I get that 69 Dodge Charger RT440 again, they can pry that out of my cold, dead hands. I'll be buried with that thing when I get it. So there you go. Listen, 2 minutes left. I got to get a couple of other things in here real quick. Volkswagen now is having to deal with the owners of the cars. Now, the EPA cannot force owners to repair their vehicles, and they do need some repair, thanks to Volkswagen subterfuge here. But there's people saying, I'm getting better gas mileage now than ever before. Why would I want to fix anything?
That's what everyone's saying. I've been searching for like a Golf TDI for my daughter because she said I'd be a perfect time to buy one. You can't find them. People that have them refuse to sell them. I had a guy with an Audi A3 TDI refuse to sell them. Why? People know they're getting great performance, great fuel economy. Why give it up? If you live in the state of California, you're probably going to have to do it in order to register your vehicle. The rest of the country, they can't make you do it. So the recall level, getting those people in are going to be close to zero. And by the way, it's not a recall yet. EPA is threatening that. So in Europe, they may have to do it, but here in the U.S., people won't. And try finding one. Good luck.
Are the value of the value of those cars? Some people think they're going down, but actually they're going to go up, aren't they?
They are. Try finding one. If you can find one, the prices have actually gone up because supply and demand. Hey, the basic economics 101.
Welcome to the Americas here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Welcome to where it's all about supply and demand. And now I'm going to hit you with 90 seconds left on supply and demand and something we want supplied, we demand it, but we're not going to see it. This is terrible. The Viper is going to end production in 2017, and this is all. There's something bigger going on here. This is all about Fiat Chrysler and a lot about the unions getting involved, right?
Right. This is a lot about the unions getting involved because of the UAW and the union laws, and they put some heavy-duty pressure on FCA, Fiat Chrysler, that they're now producing all their car production is going to go to Mexico. They're going to leave their truck production here, and some of it's still in Canada. What they're going to do, if they keep putting the pressure on FCA, they're going to keep sending all of their production to other countries, and this is what they want. This is what they're going to get, and now they're putting the pressure on GM. They're next in the sights. Let's see what happens. It's going to be very interesting. Remember, FCA does want to sell their company, hence the reason for the Ferrari IPO. We need cash.
I only got about 30 seconds left here, but is it fair to say that the Viper was suffering, though, a little bit? Because they weren't selling as many cars. Were they going down in quality?
No, the quality is fantastic. I drove a Viper ACR on the track. What a beautiful car. Sounds good, looks good, but there's so much competition out there when you're looking at a car in that close to $100,000 category. You can buy a Vet, you can buy a BMW, you could buy an Audi, you could buy a Mercedes. A lot of cars that are in that performance category. Everybody's making a performance model. And it's just the sales aren't there for that car when they're making Hellcats at 707 horsepower, which are pretty awesome cars.
No offense to the Corvette people and everything, but if I had a chance for the Dodge Viper.
The Viper's a hot car. Good time to buy one. They will be collectibles.
Okay, save one for me. We'll go ahead. We'll go in on it. We'll go 50-50 on one. You get it in the summer months, and I get it in my summer months, which will fit perfectly.
I live up north, you live down south.
There you go. Don't forget, LaurenFix.com. Check it every single day for something new. Lauren Fix, always a pleasure, darling. Take care. We'll talk to you again next week. Stay with us, because the fastest 60 minutes in news continues.